This is Michelle, and I think you're doing a great job with your writing. You guys have written some pieces, and you have kind of accumulated some ideas on your paper, and gotten some stories together, and that's really great. That's what we do in the first of the years, is practice getting our sentences, practicing writing on paper, practicing sounding out our words, making sure we have complete sentences and end marks and that kind of thing. And we always work on our handwriting. So what we're going to do now, and I think I'm going to make 2 videos for you guys to kind of separate what we're doing, because this is going to be kind of a big project. I'm going to give you a week and a half to do it. First of all, okay, step 1. You're going to go back through all the writing you've done. Hopefully you saved it. It may be in your yellow folder. At school, we always keep our writing in a yellow folder. Wherever your writing is, go back and look and find your favorite piece of writing, the favorite story that you have written that you like so far. Okay? And just pick one of those stories. And then what we're going to do is, after you pick that story, you're going to go through and make some corrections on it. And at school, I have my kids go and see if they can find mistakes on their paper. And then they conference with me. And I sit down with them and they read their paper and we look at it and we find mistakes together, and I help them fix their mistakes. Since I'm not there in person, you're probably going to have to get a parent or an older sibling to kind of look at your paper and see if you can find some mistakes. And we've been kind of talking about editing and how to fix your mistakes. So you and if you have a parent, if they can help you too, because they're going to see things that you don't see, have them read over it and correct your mistakes. And I've uploaded this for you to look at on Teams. But you can see that I have corrected the mistakes on my paper. We use at school a red pen. So I've gone back and fixed some capitalization mistakes, spelling mistakes. And now I have it so that everything on here is good now. I've fixed all my mistakes. But does this look like something you'd want to share with the world? Not really. It's not very neat. It has a lot of red ink on it. So what I did is I rewrote it. And normally I would cut those edges off. Teachers hate that. Just for future reference, teachers do not like this. I would cut that off, but would not upload anything with that on there. I should have cut it off. But you can see that I took that same story and I rewrote it neatly. And I wrote it in my neatest handwriting. And do you see how I tried to line it up on that pink line? I didn't write over here. And I tried to keep it within this pink line, not go over this pink line. I went over it just a little bit right there. So this is my piece that I could share this with somebody and not be embarrassed. I have everything fixed. I have all my mistakes. It's been edited and everything is spelled correctly and it's good. Okay, I'm going to show you one that a kid did. Now this child is now in high school, but I keep this paper all these years because he did such a good job. Well, here's his first time he wrote it. I kind of did a beginning, middle, and end for him. He made some corrections, but he really didn't have a lot to fix. Then he rewrote it neatly. And wow, look at that. I mean, that's a second grader. This is his story. It's rewritten neatly, ready to share with the world. Okay, so that's the first step of what we're doing. Pick a piece of writing. Get somebody to help you go over it and fix all your mistakes. And then sit down and rewrite it. And I know that sounds like a horrible task, but I'm giving you a lot of time, to do it. Because I want you to take your time. And when you start to write neatly, your second time you write it, will fix all your mistakes. I want you to take your time. Take your time, use pencil so that you can erase. And take your time. Do 2 or 3 sentences, and if you need to take a break, take a break. But make it look neat and use your best handwriting. The one thing that this child did not do that I really want you to do is to skip lines. See how much easier this is to read? It got crumbled in my bag. That's a lot easier to read than this. Now, he writes neatly, and I can read this. But if we skip lines, over the years, I've learned that this is just a much neater way for everyone to read your paper. So that's the first big step. Find a piece of writing, have your parents, somebody help you correct it, and rewrite it. And then I'm going to do a second video, that's a part 2, to show you what to do next.